Hey guys, I am needing another quick meal or easy meal. These aren't really quick, but they're easy, so it doesn't matter, right? And I picked up this bag of Cajun 15 bean soup. Y'all see that? It has got a variety. I'm talking about a variety. Good gracious. All its beans are northern, pinto, large lima, yellow bean, garbanzo, lima bean, baby limas, green split peas, kidneys, cranberry bean. I've never even heard of a cranberry bean. Small white, pink bean, small red, yellow split pea, lentil, navy, white, kidney, black bean. That's a lot of beans, isn't it? It just looks really good. I'm not sure if I'm going to cook it in a crock pot tomorrow or if I'm going to cook it with ham or sausage. I just know we're going to have bean soup tomorrow night at this point in time. So it's even got a little Cajun seasoning packet. I'm not sure if I'll use that or not. I might use some we've made together. But right now I need to get over there and get these rinsed and pick through them and see if you might find some pebbles in there and some little things you don't want in your bean soup. And I'll be back, guys. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I had my glasses on to make sure I could see everything. Aren't they beautiful? It's a rainbow of beans, isn't it? I think so too. And I sure don't want to waste the little yellow lentils and the green lentils. They're so pretty in here. This will be real good for us, and I'll be able to freeze some of this and we'll eat it another time too. Yeah. Yeah, that's always good. And now all I'm going to do tonight is cover them with water, about 8 cups of water. And I'll let them just sit and rehydrate and soak it up. And if you miss this step the night before, you always can cook them on the stove really low and add water as you need to for about an hour and a half to 2 hours and get it to the step like they've soaked all night long. So don't stress about that, okay? And anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow and we'll figure out what we're going to do with these beans. Here are our beans. They soaked all night. See how they swelled and they're big now. I'm going to drain these real quick. I'll be right back. Alright guys, was that quick enough? First thing I'm going to do, you could do this in a big pot on the stove for a couple of hours in the evening or the afternoon. But I need to run to town and I need to do many errands and then come back and get in the office some more. So I'm going to put mine in the crock pot, that way I don't have to worry about a fire going at my home while I'm gone. You know, that would be bad. So, let's see here. I always like to spray my crocks with some non-stick cooking spray. I know you can use a baggie. You certainly can, but I'm going to dip this thing in hot soapy water anyway, so whatever. Alright, I'm going to put my beans over in here. While I'm in town, I'm going to get us some ham. I don't have any leftover ham since we've been on vacation. You could put leftover ham from the holidays or whatever in here as well. You could also put sausage. But right now we're just going to do ham that I get in town. Yes, we are. Something I want to put in here for a little bit of flavor is a can of chicken broth. Sometimes I have ham based. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It looks like a little thing like this, and it's kind of like bouillon cubes. And I would put a big tablespoon of ham base in there instead of chicken broth. But I'm working with what I have. You know, that's what we do. Especially when we live out in the country. You have to. There we go. I'm not going to put any salt right now. I'm going to let these cook for a while. I'm also going to put about 8 cups of water on them. 7 or 8. That way I know they'll be able to cook really well. I'm going to turn this on high and cover it, and when I come back in 3 or 4 hours we'll add our onion and garlic and ham. I'm going to saute it so it'll get that caramelized flavor to put in here as well. And so I'll see y'all then. Hey y'all, I am back from town and it took about 10 times longer than I figured it would. Do y'all have those days in town? So instead of staying with the crock pot, in the description box and in the recipe on Facebook as well, I will put the crock pot instructions as well, or slow cooker. But I came home and I said, we got to get this show on the road, right? So let's see here, y'all. I've transferred over into a big stock pot, and I need to let these beans cook about an hour, hour and a half to 2 hours, okay? Y'all see how I've got them on a simmer covered, and they did cook in that crock pot for like 4 hours, so they were starting to soften, but like I say, I'm ready. We're ready to eat, okay? So I've done that, and while these are simmering for about an hour and a half to 2, just as long as they get soft is what we're working on, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to zoom y'all in over here. Yeah, there we go. I'll see that pretty good. Yeah. Okay. We are going to make the goodies to go in this 15 bean soup and make it taste really well. I've got some olive oil. I'm going to just put in the bottom just a little, maybe a couple of teaspoons or so, to start cooking up these onions. I chopped it was a large yellow onion, so I'm going to put that in there. My skillet might not be big enough, but we're going to make it work. Yes, we are. Into this, I'm going to add, I got a 1 pound package of chopped ham while I was in town today because we didn't have any left over here and we've been on vacation. Y'all see that? It's cubed ham. These are wonderful little things. I also put this in that country quiche, you know, that we make. And you just take the entire package like that, 1 pound, and we're going to saute this as well. It lets that ham get a little bit caramelly, you know, flavor, and it lets our onions soften before we add that into our soup. Gonna do this. Also to this, I'm gonna add some minced garlic, just right like this. And I bought this already minced because this is quick weeknight. I'm going to put about 2 teaspoons. If you're wanting to do chopped fresh garlic, about 2 cloves will work just fine. Be just fine. Okay guys, I'm going to let this go for about 5 minutes or so. Let the onions get softened and let my ham get caramelized and looking good. Okay guys, it has been about 30 minutes or so. There's about an hour left of cooking time on these beans, and I want to add all the goodies in there. You don't have to, you can wait till the end. I like to add them now and let them kind of all get to know one another, you know, flavor wise. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You do, I know you do. Okay, all right, so into the beans goes this pot of this caramelized onions and ham and garlic. Yum! Trying to do this where y'all can see, and so now I can't see. One of us is gonna have to see, and one of us isn't. All right, let me do it that way, guys, just for a second. All right, get all that goodie in there. Now into this, I'm going to put some seasonings. We gotta season. And a lot of people don't put any salt until your beans already get softened because they say it can make your bean skins tough, but I've never found that. But I'm being a good girl and I waited to put salt, okay? I'm putting the juice of 1 lemon, okay? I've got 1/2 here. And I really like this idea. I think this is going to brighten all our flavors in here. So I'm really loving the juice of a lemon. And that was actually on the bean bag recipe. Yes, it was. So they know what they're talking about, don't they? All right, y'all. Definitely want some fresh ground pepper. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of salt, okay? And I can always add more later if I want to. But for right now, I'm going with 1 teaspoon. And I will taste it before we eat it. Into that, there is a 14.5-ounce can of diced tomatoes. And I'll open that before I got on here with the juice. Yes, ma'am. With that juice. And then this little bag of beans, it was called Cajun bean soup, okay? So it came with a little package of Cajun seasoning or Creole seasoning, but I realized that a lot of y'all aren't necessarily going to find a bag of 15 bean soup mix or bag with Cajun seasoning in it, you know, and I want everybody to be able to make this. So I emptied this package out and I measured it, and it measures 2 tablespoons. Y'all know we have made some Creole seasoning together, homemade. It's got smoked paprika, it has garlic and onion and oregano. It's got many things in it. No salt though, and that's how I like to make mine, with no salt, so I can add my salt separately. So we're going to put this. And if you want to be able to make your own, like we've done, I will link that video in the description box on YouTube. And I'm not sure what I can do on Facebook, but I'll try. But you can just find Creole Seasoning video, and you will see the recipe for that. That way you can make your own, because it's usually things right in your pantry. There is 1 tablespoon. And 2 tablespoons. That way we all can have us some Cajun. And if you don't want to do it, because it does have some cayenne pepper in it as well, you know, you can season it however you want to with whatever seasonings you have. So I'm trying to make it where all of us can have this soup together the way we want it. It's looking good, isn't it? I know it. I know it. Okay, y'all. And that is going to be it. I'm going to let it simmer for about another hour. And I'm going to make some hot cornbread to go with it. And John and I will be having supper. I'll see y'all then. Guys, it has been an hour and a half-ish. And I want to show y'all this soup. It looks so good. Let me see. I'm just going to dip it out of here, y'all. We'll get John to bless this soup and we'll taste it. Oh, I see all of these beans. I want 1 of each. Those big white limas, they look so good. Oh goodness, this looks good. It smells wonderful. We're going to have some cornbread with it. Hot buttered cornbread. Y'all see this? Let's see here. Baby, you can come over here and say the blessing for us?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Maybe it'll cool enough for us. All right.
Heavenly Father, I just thank you for this meal. I thank you for the day, Lord, for looking after us, just keeping us safe and the devil from us. Lord, please be with the people in our prayers. Be with our nation. In Jesus Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Amen. All right. Let's see, baby. Didn't you get us a couple of spoons?
I did.
All right. Get you a little bite. I want me one of those big old limas.
Big old lima bean.
See all the big old limas.
That looks good.
I love those.
It smells so good.
I read all those beans to you too. That's a lot of different beans, isn't it?
I know it.
And there is almost, that 1 pound of ham is almost as much ham as it is beans.
I'm not mad about it.
I know you're not. It's hot though. Be careful, baby. And tell me what you think.
That bowl ain't no good.
It's no good?
Yeah, let me have that one. You get you another one later. Ooh, that's good, baby. That's real good.
Thank you, darling. That is so good and very comforting.
That's real good.
All right, baby.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get ourselves
Maybe I need
ready.
to sample another one.
Do you need to sample another one?